Hi. You know, every now and then we've been doing this thing called J Spotlight, where we've been introducing some very interesting people that are part of our Jubilee family, people that have an amazing story or testimony. And today I have both an amazing story and testimony of a man who's pretty new to the Christian faith and new to the Jubilee world. But I want you to meet Ken Heggam.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for being here. You were in China from 2005 to 2012, and you ended up homeless and destitute in the city of Shanghai. But the United States government actually flew you back home, and you kind of bounced around from pillar to post until your best friend, member Jubilee David Smith, said, you know what, you need to change in your life. In August, you were diagnosed with what?
Stage 4 melanoma. Absolutely no chance of survival.
It spread.
Well, it had gone not only from the skin, it had gone to I had a lymph node that was about the size of a softball, went in my liver, my kidneys, my lungs, that had metastasized all over my body. And every doctor I sat down in front of told me, there's nothing we can do for you.
So now it's time for Ken to get right, connect with God, and that eventually led you to our church. Chris Cobb also has a big part of this testimony. Tell us a little bit about that.
Chris talked to me and prayed over me in such a manner, it felt like it was Jesus talking to me through Chris.
Chris pretty much said, you're not going to die.
Right, no, he said, your cancer is dead. Phenomenal man.
Prayed with you, and I remember when they brought you forward, then all of a sudden, the last few months, here you are, still with us. The thing under your armpit has gone from a grapefruit
from this big
to smaller than a pea.
So it's about less size of a penny.
And, Ken, what I want you to say to our church, because we have people right now that have leukemia, they have cancer, they have diabetes, they have something that medical science says is incurable, and yet here you are, a living testimony of a man that's been given a second chance to have a long, happy life. And what would you maybe just talk to the people for a minute and give them some hope?
What I would say is, number one, never give up. I don't care who you are. I don't care what disease your illness or whatever it is. You can have the same thing happen if you just have in your heart 100% faith in Jesus Christ that He can heal you. I'm sitting here proof.
But the thing was, God had to get you back to where Dave could take you by the hand
and bring me here
and bring you to Jubilee Christian
That's
Center.
The key.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a unique story. We've had, for 34 years, we've had stories one after another of miracle healings, and what we've been doing lately is spotlighting people like Ken, who's got this wonderful, encouraging story. Ken, thank you so much for being an encouragement. Thank you for being part of our church.
Anybody wants to hear more of the story, contact me.
If you see Ken walking around the church, go up to him and say,
pull me aside.
Congratulations.
There's a lot more to this story.
God bless you.
Thank
you, everybody.